The National Environment Agency is commissioning 3 studies on nuclear power facilities. These will examine international safety standards and environmental impact. One analyst CNA spoke to says that while the Middle East conflict is highlighting energy security concerns, the studies are not a result of them. Instead, they are parallel to an existing study by the Energy Market Authority. The NEA studies will examine different aspects of nuclear deployment, including reactor design, operation regulatory frameworks, and the protection of public health and the environment. It is intended to complement the ongoing EMA study.
The EMA study is basically answering the question: can we do it? What technology? How do we do it? Then the NEA study is regulatory, environmental, answering the question: how can we do it safely? If there is this possible future, how do we govern it?
Dr. Nian adds that pursuing such studies does not equate to any formal decision. Singapore is also not committed to building any nuclear power plants. He says the studies will instead help Singapore participate in discussions with other countries on nuclear energy and safety, especially when there's a strong regional interest in the field.
We still need to understand the safety, the regulatory implications of nuclear energy. This is also because our neighbors are planning to build. We have heard plans from Vietnam, from Indonesia, possibly Malaysia, becoming very interested and, in fact, going to commission nuclear power projects. So we need to understand, from a safety perspective, from emergency preparedness and response perspective, maybe even longer term, spent fuel, radioactive waste, all that, how countries in the region should handle that.
So let's take a look around Asia. Several countries already operate nuclear power plants. India, China, South Korea, and Japan are among the countries with established nuclear power programs. Bangladesh is constructing its first nuclear power plant at Rupur. While in Southeast Asia, Thailand, Indonesia, and the Philippines have announced plans or studies into nuclear energy. Countries with nuclear plants follow international safety frameworks, including standards set by the International Atomic Energy Agency. Many are also parties to the Convention on Nuclear Safety, which sets obligations on plant design, operation, and emergency preparedness. At the national level, countries maintain independent nuclear regulators and conduct regular safety reviews of their facilities. Singapore's National Radiochemistry Laboratory has been designated as an International Atomic Energy Agency collaborating centre. It will lead the development of regional radiological monitoring and emergency response capability. It is the first facility of its kind in ASEAN and will work with the Singapore Nuclear Research and Safety Institute. The centre will share expertise in radiochemistry analysis and support environmental monitoring efforts.